Well, down here in the shop here in the back of the basement here, and I thought I'd start a little different project. This is a tabletop Victrola, and it was playing along real good, but it seems like something might have popped loose down under here in the mechanism. So I'm going to start disassembling this and see if we can figure out what's going on. And what I'll do is I'll take this off. The turntable just lifts out, and you got about 3 screws here that'll leave you lift this whole mechanism up out. Well, it's pretty neat. You know, you open up the doors, let the sound out. There's the logo. This thing's in pretty good shape, and I still want to be able to play my 78s, so we're going to get her fixed up. Okay, I'll get started and come back and show you the progress. Well, there's the tone arm taken off, the turntable, crank handle's back here, and one of the first things I discovered, a little missing screw right there for the speed adjuster. I have some parts upstairs for this, so I have to go find a screw for that. But next we're going to take and pull the motor out, and it's just a wind-up motor, not electric, and see if we can figure out what's going on with it, because it sounds like something come loose, and when you crank it and it comes around, it like snaps, makes like a snap noise, like there's a spring banging or something. So let's get her opened up and see what's going on. All right, there she is, pulled up out. I flipped it over, and I think I have 2 problems here. The one is back here on the, for lack of a better term, I'll call it the balancer or whatever it is. But see, there's 2 of these that are intact, but this one, either somebody tried to rig a stone on there to do it. It's just different. That don't belong there. So I'll have to get in my parts and I dig one of these out and replace that whole piece. And then I think somebody's had this winding spring apart, because that is not correct. See if I can turn this a little bit. It's like somebody put a cut off nail in there. See, it should be more like that one, more like a rivet. So once I replace the piece back here, I think I'm going to have to open these up. Oh, there she's going to take off a little bit. A little bit of noise back there. Got to put a little light grease on that. But I think my biggest problem is in this, because it'll wind so far and then it'll slip. Kind of tough doing this one hand. Let's see if I can't line this around so you hear that big old pop. There it went. There. You hear that spring slip and unwind. So I'm going to have to take these two drums off. And these are cantankerous things. So there's going to have to be a part 2 to this once I get that apart. But yeah, it's a cantankerous thing to work on. But I do believe we can get her. See, this one that is turning, this mainspring. See if I can show you when it comes back around here. And it's not going to come back around, I don't think. I can turn it enough by hand. See, it's got like the regular rivet, but this one over here, that hole's bigger, and it's like somebody tried to stuff a nail in there or something. So we'll get her opened up, and then I'll show you that on the next video. So like I say, this is going to be tedious, a cantankerous thing, but we can fix it, I'm sure. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, sub up. Like I said before, it's Victrola. Down in there's the horn that comes out. So we'll see you in the next one here, and I'll show you what I found when I opened that up. Well, I've taken the spring drums off of here, and I have found the culprit. This should look like that. Somebody took the spring out, used a piece of steel rod, and rigged this thing up. And that ain't never gonna work right like that. So this spring drum, I'll clean that all up, take that spring out and get all the old grease out of there. Put that back together. But right there is the culprit. So I'm gonna have to get online and come up with that part, or a whole nother motor for this thing if I want it to work. But as you can see, I got her disassembled there. So part 2 is going to be a little while. So I hope you all will be patient. We'll get it done, and get the part in, and we'll put her back together, and I'll show you that. But yep, right there is the problem.